Hey everybody, Saigan here. Welcome to Quester's Rest. We're actually going to be doing some viewer mail today, which might be a first for Quester's Rest. Anyhow, this is going to be a Monster Hunter related video. If you hate Monster Hunter, you, I guess, move along. Although I would love your company. This message comes from Pikachu, who I recognize from Hitbox. Believe you've got the Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate demo. We should play sometime. Hey Saigan, I have a couple of questions about Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I know that game that I'd like to ask you because I don't know who to ask and I can't find answers anywhere. I have a rugged greatsword and I'm not sure whether to stay with upgrading it or forging a new one. Could you give me a good greatsword path to take, please? Also, I've just beaten the Baroth, and I'm wondering when I should change from my Jaggy armor. I've upgraded it twice now. Any more tips for the greatsword would be appreciated, as I'm going to be using it as my main weapon. Thanks, Sai Pikachu. First of all, awesome choice for a weapon. Greatsword was my first weapon back in the days of the first Monster Hunter on PlayStation 2. We didn't have charge attacks back then. It was a nightmare. Fortunately for you, you're playing in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, which is a much better game. The series has improved a lot since then. First of all, Rugged Greatsword is a good place to be because you should be able to pretty easily make the Chieftain's Greatsword. The nice thing about this line of swords, and I believe that's going to eventually become a Lagia Cruz blade. Yes. Good sharpness, good raw attack. Once it becomes a Lagia Cruz blade, which actually you could just go straight to High Chief's Greatsword. That'll be up to you. High Chief's Greatsword isn't bad though. Anything that's going to have a lot of green sharpness on it is going to be fantastic. Anything that has high raw damage on it is going to be fantastic. One of the bonuses to playing Greatsword is that you can do a lot of raw damage in single attacks thanks to the charging ability. What the charge does is for each level of charge, you get a multiplier to the amount of damage that you're doing. Raw damage is what causes monsters to stagger. That's when they flinch or they rear back and they go, "Oh God, my face, why are you hitting me with these horribly large weapons?" And that's what greatswording really excels at because we have use to that charge attack. Quick tip, since you're a little bit new to the game, you probably already figured this out. Sheathe your greatsword like all the damn time. If you're not in the middle of an attack with the greatsword, you should probably just sheathe it and move on until you find another opening. If you're not swinging it or charging it, that greatsword had better be sheathed. So, Chieftain's Greatsword is a really good route to go. You could go the Carapace route and head towards like the... Well, no, I still don't like going the Carapace route because it's got negative affinity on it. What negative affinity does is it has a chance of giving you a negative critical, where you do less damage from a normal attack as opposed to a happy critical, which we all know and love, where you do bonus damage. Until you get some very specific armor skills to work around negative affinity, high raw weapons, just try and avoid negative affinity. Chieftain's Greatsword, though, you can get that from the Rugged Greatsword, and it's a good path to go, and then from there you can either get High Chief's Greatsword or a Lagia Cruz blade. Lagia Cruz blade is pretty nice. In addition to Lightning Element, which is very relevant, it's got a lot of green sharpness, and it's got pretty good raw damage as well. If you wanted to min-max your ability, build a collection of elemental weapons. Your elements are still going to be very, very useful. They do stack damage over time and can help to speed up the slaying of monsters. As far as the armor question, right now you've got Jaggy armor. Now Jaggy armor is actually okay. You can totally wear Jaggy armor all the way through low rank and into high rank. And then in high rank you might want to go for like Crew Peko or something. But low rank Jaggy armor comes with attack up small, which is very relevant. gourmand, which isn't too relevant. What that does is it's going to occasionally increase the stamina boost that you get from stamina items. And then I can't remember what the other one is, so it may not be important. The gear that I would normally recommend to blade masters of the cutting variety, and not the smashing, bonking hammer and hunting horn variety, is to go for the Roggy gear. And what Roggy gear gives you is, in addition to giving you a sharpness boost, which allows your weapon to remain sharper longer, which means more time spent fighting the monster and less time spent using whetstones and opening yourself up to attack. It also has Shakalaka Rally, which will boost attack, defense, and stamina recovery for both Cha-Cha and Kayamba, which is a huge help in solo play. And then it's got another ability, the important one, that's right, negate poison. Another common problem for new hunters is when you fight Giginox. Giginox is an asshole. You're going to get poisoned constantly learning that fight. Well, the good news is negate poison means you don't get poisoned. You'll still take the initial, damage from the poison attack, but you won't actually keep poison on you as a debuff where your health drains and you have to sheath your weapon and drink an antidote. And oh god, he hit me again because I have to pose after I drink because I am a mighty hunter. So yeah, negate poison is a great ability. Also, the Roggy armor has better defense by a bit. I think I just looked this up. All the Jaggy armor has a base defense of 10. You can increase that with your armor stones. All the Roggy armor has a base defense of 12. So overall, you're getting 50 as your base as opposed to 60 as your base with whatever armor stones you decide to throw on there, which by all means, go nuts. My recommendation, Chieftain's Greatsword, and, use that Roggy gear until you can use it no more. Once you get into high rank, again, consider upgrading again at that point. Hell, shoot me another message at that point, and I can do another video like this. I hope that helps. If you have any further questions, please let me know. You know where to find me. Anybody else who has questions about Monster Hunter, I feel I'm fairly knowledgeable about bows. Hunting horn, I've been loving hunting horn lately, and I've been using Greatsword since the series was born, so I know a decent amount about that as well. If you have questions regarding bow gunning, lance, switch axe, gun lance, direct those questions elsewhere. I cannot help you. I know nothing about those weapons. Well, except for lancing underwater. Lancing underwater is a blast. If you hate underwater fights, try out a lance. And then the other stuff I have a modest amount of knowledge on. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is Equestria's Rest. I'm your host, Saigan, signing out. And I hope to see you all on Monster Hunter. Remember, Mondays on Hitbox, my stream. We stream Monster Hunter for several hours on Mondays. We get groups together. It's a lot of fun. And there's also a lot of very knowledgeable people, several of them more knowledgeable than me, who are there to answer questions and help out new hunters. So, again, thanks for watching, everybody. This is Saigan, and I will see you all next time.